Right. Hello, everyone. It is I, Half Slash, and I am joined by Legless here for the semifinals Mappool showcase. How you doing, Legless?
No way, man. We're doing it again. Wow, no way. Yes, it is us two again here to bring. I'm gonna move my mic a little bit. Here to bring the next Mappool showcase. We're halfway through the tournament now. We're past the midpoint, and hopefully we'll be getting to the point where people will not be able to double S maps anymore.
I think we were already at that point. I mean, matches where you still saw people FCing, and I think people will still be FCing on these maps, but it's like maybe not SS.
Yeah, true that.
So I mean, I think we should just get into it then, shall we?
Yeah, straight up, boys. Ooh, nice music cue. All right, custom time. Oh, we got some changes to the overlay this time. Now we have the beat map ID, and if it is a custom map, it will be replaced by the custom badge. How convenient is that? Now you can find the maps for yourself very easily. Anyways, first map, Styx, Elfenshon. I don't know, like, I literally have lost track of all the Elfenshon songs, and I have no idea if this has been mapped before, but cool stuff.
Nah, there's no way. Anyways, so something notable here is rather than probably the typical, like random mapper that just kind of has like jumps, some crazy jump map in their graveyard. Here we have Ryusei Aika coming in with the Nomad 1, right? So that is already kind of bizarre. What are your thoughts on that one, like?
I don't know. Aika can make anything, so I don't really care. You know what I mean? Like, you know what? If you give Aika a slot and just let him do whatever, you can do it. Like, I mean, probably not the weirdest we've seen, considering last year we saw Defiance Nomad 1.
Okay, yeah, that was something, but yeah, I don't know. Ryusei Aika Nomad 1 to me is just kind of the biggest WTF moment. Just because it's like you know Aika for things like Usewa, which is just like whack, like concept-y map with like crazy sliders. You got like, and then just like all kinds of other crazy stuff. Not Nomad 1. Nomad 1 is typically not something he does.
What do you mean, man? Usewa is literally a Nomad 1.
Oh, so true. All right.
Cross-screen aimers.
Yeah, you just called out something I've been saying for a while is that tech maps are just anime maps, just sliders instead of circles, and then it's like you just went out and said it, like damn.
Yeah. What am I saying? No, slider maps are actually Nomad 2s because flow aim.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Anyways, this is still a pretty good map. It is reminiscent of most Nomad ones, just with very funny slider shapes sometimes. But it really shouldn't pose too much of a challenge to the players. But we are getting to the point where they probably can't SS this consistently.
Yeah, I'd say. I mean, it's like we can meme about the mapper all day long, but it's a Nomad 1 at the end of the day, right? It's like it's pretty much exactly what you would expect. Jumps,
Yeah.
jumps, and then you might have like the occasional burst, and that's really it.
Yeah. I dig these slider shapes. They're epic. Adding a little bit of spice so you know this is not just your typical everyday mapper. Cat jam. What can I say, man? I like this overlay. Wow, the commentators are on the stream now. No way, man. Appreciate.
Whoa.
It's inspired by Yuzomi's Nomad 1. Dude. Oh, like, I remember Yuzomi was like an R-list type mapper back in the day. Remember that? And then
Yeah, that's
like
why
he just started making tech.
that's why Corsace, or that's why OWC 2020 he had the Grand Finals Nomad 1. That's what
Yeah,
Forrest
yeah,
said
yeah.
too. Yep.
Right, yeah,
You
I
know.
remember that, yeah. Anyways. All right, next map, Nomad 2. Oh, this is a fun one to be honest. We got Swamp Witch. Yeah, this is a 4.5 minute map, by the way. No joke. Um, now this is a map by I Am Tick Rate, and I don't even know who this person is because I thought they were like a name change from another like actual mapper, but no, they're actually like a completely new Ars person. But yeah, pretty cool map to be honest.
Damn, we're going Kanyo Cup here. 4.5 minute Nomad 2. What? Like,
is this from Kanyo Cup or is it just
no? That's a. I'm referencing Kanyo Cup. They usually tend to go longer than the typical 2 to 4 minutes time frame, and this is, you know, not that. But does this have intro that just kind of skips?
No, it literally just straight up goes into it. It is I think actually 4.5 minutes long.
That is yeah. Woo!
Stamina time.
When you guys decide that you didn't like to see the player's SS, so you're like, we're just gonna make it so long that it's just very statistically likely they will drop at least 1/100. Is that what is going on?
I don't know. I personally thought that like using another short sort of Nomad 2 might have been kind of boring. I mean, to be fair, people are like, oh, 4.5 minute map, boring. But like, to be fair, we've had like 2 Knowledge King Nomad 2s that were like 2 minutes. And then, what was the other one? Like, oh yeah, the chemo one. It's also 2 minutes. Like, needed something more actually stamina heavy that isn't just 2 minutes long, right?
I guess. This
you know,
one certainly does the
lag.
job. Some of these streams get pretty long. Looks like 30-ish notes at 210. So not really a slouch, right?
Yeah. But yeah, considering the BPM 210, this map is definitely not as hard on the flow aim element, and more just about the the stamina. But to be fair, this map is also like CS 4 point something. It's CS 4.5, yeah. So it's small circles, I guess, if you want to have that as the aim element. And we are having some like jump sections as we see here, even though the map is mostly based on streams, of course.
All right, those 2 streams. So I can't wait to see what follows this one up. Most tournaments tend to stop at like 200 BPM. 210 maybe is like the highest to go, but we're hitting 210 in semifinals. That's pretty impressive.
Anybody remember grand finals from last year though?
Didn't you hit like 222 or something?
That was 222, yeah, Zai moment.
Yeah,
well, I mean, the jump sections kind of might let you be able to like regain your stamina a little bit since you don't have to tap continuously during them, right?
Yeah, I mean, well, what's gonna gate? I think what will gate people here is not stamina in the same way like a Nomad 5 would, where Nomad 5 comes from like just the burst frequency. This is just gonna be like, can you actually just hit these long streams when they're relatively isolated? So.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. You getting gaps?
Well, I say that, but this section kind of doesn't stop. Like, it's just you get a couple like jumps basically between the streams, and that's how you reset. You can't like.
Okay, the song is actually good though. Let's be real here.
All right, fine.
People might say boring map, but this is a more exciting track than Zai, to be honest. At least the ones that are used for like Nomad 2s.
Dude, you telling me that the blood doesn't get pumping when you see the stream go infinity? Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I think Zai Nomad 2 is like kind of overdone to death, but I really like it when Zai makes songs that are not like that. Like, my favorite Zai song is like the jazz tracks, you know, Mirage Garden, Beatrice, and such. Those ones are awesome. Like, holy crap. I like jazz though. But yeah, finally the 4.5 minute fiasco comes to an end there. Straight, you know, all gas, no brakes, all the way through it until it's finally over. Yep.
True.
All right, next up. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Nomad 3 Spartan map. Was this for a tournament? I don't know. Let me check. No,
Let's
it's not.
see. No, this is just how he maps.
Yeah. But there is a difficulty on the set called "Don't play this one," but it's still uploaded for some reason.
Yeah. So yeah, Spartan Nomad 3, right? At this point, kind of an older archetype. This is something we started to see a lot, starting from Corsace 2020. But you may recognize this song because it was actually mapped for the qualifiers of OWC 2021. So, but that time it was a collab between Minyui and Deka. Yeah.
Oh damn. Well, but yeah, no, classic Spartan patterns with doubles, anti-aim doubles and such, all the time. 135 BPM, quite low for an alt map, especially of this difficulty. But you know, it's just mapped like that, you know.
Yeah, pretty much. It's kind of definitely a lot more of a snap aim focused sort of alt pick compared to last week. There is some flow, but not very much. I'd say it's just a completely different style compared to last week.
Yeah, for sure. This is like it's not even close to the same map as the Exaptus map from last week, which is, you know, provides a good contrast. I like lower BPM Nomad 3s because I can single tap them.
Hey, you used to be able to single tap the higher ones too.
That doesn't mean that I don't like lower BPM more, you know?
Alright.
I just prefer it. Because I don't have to strain as hard. Anyways, yeah. Enough about that. What just happened? Our stream just cut out? Okay.
Alright, well, we're back. I don't know if the stream actually went down, but we sure did, but we're back. I mean, to be fair, I think we've said what we need to say about this map. Right?
Yeah. Wait, I think stream probably didn't even hear our like screaming because Cavo literally left the Discord VCs and probably didn't hear us.
Oh, okay.
Very funny. Woo. Hey, wait, this song is actually good. I expect no less.
I mean, yeah, it's a good song.
Although you could say that about basically every track in this pool. I mean, music should be good if it's like in tournaments, right? Right? At Hippo Cup? Anyways.
Bangers are the only reason to pool, right? Right, Habib?
I don't know. Sometimes it's funny. Sometimes just like bad music is funny.
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, I mean,
but it needs to be really good or really bad. I like music that's also like so bad that it is good. Like the ironic kind. Anyways.
Okay.
Alright, Nomad 4 time. So yeah, this is tech map, Russian tech map. Lobotomy Corporation OST. I'm pretty sure the actual artist like is not just credited as the game's name, but I guess the mapper was too lazy with that one and we're just not gonna bother with being very picky about that.
Hey, look, it's not a custom. Like, I don't think we care.
Yeah. This track is banging though. It makes me want to buy the game, not gonna lie. I love drum and bass.
Yeah, so I actually saw a bit of this one yesterday, and this one, it's very interesting for one of these tech maps. It's not like super big on the slider focus. It's just kind of like a general test. It reminds me a lot of the Ramsink inspired song that Hasbro did for OWC 2021 finals Nomad 4 over there. So
this is definitely like a Ramsing style kind of map. Makes sense with like the Russian mapper kind of stuff. the mapper. All W's I believe they only have like one ranked map, but they're part of the gang, I guess. Talk with Mazarin a lot, I guess. And this is also a collab with Kuyusu, who is also a very good mapper in my opinion. So, yeah.
Yeah, so they got the Russian tech gang going here, and yeah, you know what's coming. You know what's coming.
I just cut out of the stream again for some reason. Oh.
So,
yep.
Between this map and Mazarin's is probably Ramsing as well. This is 182 BPM, so it's a lot faster. Mechanics are definitely going to be tested a lot more than they would on those other maps.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and by the way, fun fact, I'm pretty sure for last year's Corsace Closed, Mazarin actually suggested to use this map in semifinals back then as well. But we decided on the friggin' Halgo stream sus map.
Hey, look, I long as finally seeing the light of day here, because banger.
Yeah. Oh, those are some tricky streams there. Worm map.
Dude, I still can't believe the worm thing, like, caught on so hard.
It's just so funny, you know? But it also makes you think. We've been caught in this paradigm in the Osu community for so long. Why do we call things what they are anyways?
I mean, just so that, language is about common understanding, right? Like, to be able to communicate about the same things, right? So, that's simple.
That's that. I mean, I remember back in the day, like those really, really old mapping terms? Like, Daramok once told me that he, like, literally met nobody else who called them Etna sliders and not kick sliders. But that's, like, an archaic reference to 2010. So, like, nobody knows that.
Exactly. Well, anyways, since we're on the worm topic, let's get into some fast worms with the Nomad 5, right? So,
not very long worms though. They're not very spaced. They're not like, okay, whatever.
No. They are, yeah. But like, they're very dense, right? So that's a big difference, right? Nomad 5, summoning the Lich. We've seen this artist before. I think It's Winter had a map from this artist as the Nomad 5 in quarterfinals of OWC 2021, something like that.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, Corrupts. Let's go. I think is this the first custom we're seeing out of Corrupt? I swear I haven't. Yeah, this is the first one. Epic. Let's go. Yeah, joining our team is the nice speed mapper. Well, not just speed, but mapper himself. Corrupt, making Nomad 5. Very clean map, I think. That's all I can really say about it. It's just really clean.
Yeah, this one's a bit aimier than some of the Nomad 5 from last week. Less on the burst and has more jump sections, but shouldn't be too big of a deal.
Yep.
At least most of the players, I'd say pretty much all the players in this tournament, they can aim this, right? This is like, these are baby jumps compared to what they normally handle. So.
Yeah. Yes, we do have a replay from I Need Top. Oh jeez.
I don't know if I want to question the implications of that statement.
Wait, who is that? That's Curtis, right? I think it's Curtis.
Maybe.
I forgot. Oh, it was a Canadian player, I'm pretty sure. One of the people there. Thank you for the replay. Oh, it's triple spam! Triple spam!
So free, dude. Come on, that's the rest period.
Dude, what? Triple spam is like the hardest pattern in the game. Back when I could still play the game, I still had absolute like terrible trouble with doing triple spam. I couldn't do it. It's like so hard. I don't know why. It's just.
I'm sorry, you just took an L, man. I don't know what to tell you. Like, triples are easy.
What the heck, man? I'm getting destroyed on the stream.
I mean,
here.
Look, to be fair, I was the burst player. Like, it's just like, if you had the stream that was 11 notes, I would miss it. But if you had it at 9 notes and the BPM was something that I could play, no problem. 279s, no problem, man. 270 11s, oh, I'm dying. It's over.
Just double tap, bro.
Anyway, the spacing gets kind of insane. So, but yeah, these some of these streams get kind of nuts as well. But nothing that you shouldn't be able to handle. 240 BPM is well within the striking zone for most of the players here. I'd say this is I think we could go probably higher as far as the scale, but 240 is good enough. Semifinals.
All right. Okay, that's enough worms for now. We're gonna get some probably very cut up worms for the Nomad 6.
No. You guys weren't ready for this. Like, all right, this Nomad 6, not what you were expecting. Let's just get into it. I think we just gotta jump right in.
Oh
New
god,
game.
this map. Oh my god.
Not to be confused with the MOA anime of like the 2018-ish era or whatever. This is a map by Anna Apple.
AKA Boar, AKA Meat Inspector, AKA...
Yeah. Just get the whole list of names like out there. Why don't you? Like, holy crap, man. Yeah, anyway, so Nomad 6, right? This is a true reading map, right? So as you can see, we're just starting off with some perfect stacks, right? These are the simple ones that you just put on to annoy hidden players, and then you just got this stuff. Like the map is just going. Like you have density to hand, you have density, you have slider reading, you have aim control within that, and then it's like 180-ish BPM on top of that, and then you have density. So it's just, you got a lot going on this map. That 5.29 star rating, very much a lie.
This map is a little bit nuts, and also it was like actually like stupid in its first iteration, legitimately like unplayably difficult in its first iteration, but with like absolutely evil cuts and also 1/8 stream. Yeah, I'd say this map is definitely high on the practice requirement compared to most of the maps in the pool, but shouldn't be too impossible. And it's mechanically easy to kind of compensate for that. Also on the short side, 230 to 6. So yeah, but this was also AR8 in its first iteration, by the way. Not like way too difficult that way. It's just this map is. Yeah, stack reading, like perfect overlaps, perfect stat. Like there's just so much stuff going on here. Some very, very tricky stream spacing on this one with doubles everywhere. Oh boy. Yeah. I mean, but that's the only way a like 5-star map can show up in a semifinals pool for players of this caliber is if it's this easy, if it's this hard. Like it's just got this much going on. Yeah. Also, shoutouts to Izome for this replay. Literally, like, what is this replay? It's an 8-100 1x slider break replay. Like, what? How? Osu, how, dude? I don't know. This map is actually actually impossible to play. Like, what the heck, man? Good luck, players. I want to see this at least once, though. This map is crazy. I want to see people play it. Yeah. At least once. Leave it open against Akoro, please. I want to see it. All right. Enough of that. Like, let's see Hidden 1, which will actually probably get played. So, yeah. We'll definitely see this one a lot. Like, I haven't even seen the map, but I already know, man. Yup. Replica. Good song. Sasuke Uk. Is UK Rampage like the circle name or like a band name? Okay, that doesn't matter. But yeah, this is like an alternative version of the original song. 240 BPM jumps, you know it. It's reminiscent of the Rounder 16 map by Lunicia, but this time it's made by Amamiya, also known as Rihanna. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, so awkward aim hidden 1, pretty standard. Notably, this is a different BPM. Like, this is higher BPM like the earlier one, as like was said. Very contrasts a lot with last week's at 208. So,
less raw aim on this one, and just more of, you know, really messed up aim patterns like that.
With triples, you know, sprinkled in there. Honestly, it's just a very dynamic map. You know, just lots of movement going on. I don't know how to explain it. It's just a sort of charm with that kind of design.
Dynamic map. That's a new term. I wish the I feel like that's gonna start showing up in Twitter arguments at some point.
What do you mean?
Dynamic map. Like, just imagine what it is to be like to go up to a mapper and say your map is very dynamic. Like,
what?
It's just like
I was listening to Twitter.
It's just like what's the contrast, right? If your map is not dynamic, it's like you got static map, right? We're gonna have static mapping in Osu now. Like,
I don't know. I feel like there are a couple maps out there I could call static. Whew. Like your least favorite mapper. I'm not even gonna name who it is because I know exactly who it is.
Dude, like, oh yeah, I did answer that in an AMA, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Oh god, I forgot who I even said back then.
Woo!
No, don't worry about it. Spare the viewers. Spare the viewers. Just stop with your head.
I'm not sure if this still applies, but I know that for a very long period of time, Scent Mapper had the record for the most ranked maps. So you can probably figure it out just based on that.
Oh yeah! Oh, how could I forget him?
Woo! That's exactly what I call static mapping.
Yeah, this map is not that. How about that?
Exactly. This map is exactly not that. And no, it's not Sotarks either.
Yeah, I'm a boomer. Like, come on, bro. You can't. The Sotarks thing is the Zoomer thing.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, yeah. So there's that cool aim map. Very fun. Very dynamic. Real version of the song. Okay. Oh wait, I can't interact with Twitch chat because of all. Anyway, Hidden 2 time. I don't remember how this exact map goes because there's like 2 million maps of this song. Or wait, no, there's only like 2 of them, right? There's this one and the ranked one, right? Anyways, that's Winofuchi, Roll Pan. This was for a tournament, right?
Yeah, I mean probably. I'm not actually aware, but this song initially came up I think because it was mapped by Mo, and so it was Mo's foray into concept mapping. So that's kind of what this map is, or the song. This is obviously not the same map, because that map moves in straight lines and it's got like, I don't know, that thing was like a funny triangle concept meme map, and this is very much not that. It's got some memes, but not that kind of meme.
Yeah, this is definitely more less one-dimensional kind of. Although the Mo map was used in OWC because funny.
Oh yes, I love maps that do the funny.
Yeah, this was for OJT, which was an interesting tournament. Wasn't OJT like, it was duos and only one of them had to be Japanese, right? It was like,
I think so. It was something like that. I think that's how you got funny stuff like, I think Delis and Fancy Lad teamed up for OJT.
Yeah, exactly.
That was funny.
Well, that's just really funny because like, you're just asking for time zone hell at that point. Like, what?
I mean, I think people know what they signed up for.
Yeah, 17 UTC, so good, so
dude. Are you even playing tournaments if you're not playing matches at 3 a.m.? Come on, bro. Like,
hey man. Actually, a lot of people in this community are children. They can't stay up because, you know, parents will tell them to go to bed.
I don't think they're that young.
Hello? That was like literally what it was when I was playing tournaments, okay?
I'm sorry. Anyways, childhood trauma aside, right? So, as far as this map, I mean, low. It's like low BPM gimmicky. As for low AR, so interesting. I don't really know how to describe this too well, honestly.
It's a map. I mean, honestly, like, it's kind of satisfying. I don't know. First I'm using words like dynamic, and now I'm using words like satisfying. You know that I'm very, very qualified to be a pool staff.
Hey, look, satisfying is a good adjective for maps, if they deserve it, so.
Aesthetic. Anyways, there's that. And our last hidden map. Oh, our last hidden map is a really spicy one. I really want to see this one played, to be completely honest. If nothing else, this map is definitely the song is very dynamic. So let's just get right into it. Ooh, custom.
Wow, LokiDoki. That's a name, right? So, LokiDoki debuting in Corsace Open 2021 in DT and for DT pick. He was kind of out of his wheelhouse, but he's much more known for stuff like this. And you can kind of tell, right? This map is just kind of going, right? So,
more maps.
Yeah. Hidden streams. I mean, nothing else to say here, right? Like, if you've seen Amazing Mirage, that's a map set that he's got ranked. Mostly, I think, referred to for the Fonzin difficulty, but his difficulty is pretty good as well. Yeah, that's what's going on there.
165 BPM tech map, hidden stream map, whatever you want to call it. This map is hard. This map is quite difficult, I will say. But I really want to see it played. This would be so interesting to commentate, to be honest, because every single pattern in the map is something that can potentially just trip you up in chain miss, like we even saw on the replay earlier.
Yeah, but it's not technical master, so is it really that hard? Come on, bro. Like,
you remember technical master grand finals hidden Corsace Closed 2021.
Yeah, which you guys came up with that again? Like
me?
Yeah, of course. I thought that's what I thought, so I just had to bring that up here.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so this is not technical master, but it's still quite difficult. Yes. Yo, we were considering putting that in Hard Rock at one point.
Okay, alright. I don't think you need to tell everyone that. you psycho.
I mean, this is what I consider for like Hard Rock Grand Finals, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. I believe I remember they had a really easy map in Perennial for Hard Rock that was kind of like that, and it was just not. But anyways, yeah,
Thank
we
you,
have,
LokiDoki.
we're not, speaking of Hard Rock, we're onto the Hard Rocks, yeah?
Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. All right, Hard Rock 1, let's go. Oh, finally, a map that's not 100, a map that's not over 200 BPM. What? You cannot tell me this is true. Anyways,
Hey, come on. Hidden 2 was not over 200. Come on.
What do you mean?
Anyways, oh yeah, that's what you meant. Okay. Anyways, yeah, so, Hard Rock 1. I mean, nothing else to say. Naoto Mori, time-tested, tournament mapper, and just mapper extraordinaire. He's probably got, like, over 100 ranked maps at least now, maybe close to 200. You've seen Naoto Mori's maps, right? Here he is with another banger.
Yep, 185 BPM this time. That means the screen. That means the jumps are hella cross screen. Let's go.
Oh yeah, like if you thought that the Nomad ones weren't giving you that raw aim fix, you're definitely getting in this Hard Rock one. This is not the same map that you saw last week, where it was kind of a bit of everything for consistency at a higher BPM than average. This is just raw aim Hard Rock 1.
Enjoy. This reminds me of those those maps that aren't like really high BPM, but like hella over map that you see in like the love sections. Like some of the old Arla's maps, if you remember, were kind of like that.
Hey, come on, bro. Don't give this guy the R-list treatment. Come on.
Okay, yeah. Well, to be fair, this map doesn't have like unhinged streams that have like illegal shapes.
Yeah, it doesn't have follow point streams that you know, just I don't know what R-list.
The heck is a follow point stream?
It's a stream that has basically.
Oh yeah, it's space enough.
You know?
Yeah, that they have.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's
Yeah,
a term that okay, that's a term that I didn't know, but actually it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I mean, well, this is basically how you can tell whether a tournament is scaling Nomad 2s via like aim control, just raw spacing, or stamina, basically. So,
Yeah, that makes sense.
follow point streams tend not to be received super well. I still remember the Knicks Winter Cup 2021 incident. Their grand final Nomad 2 had like this insane follow point stream. It was like 64 notes, like 190 BPM, Nomad 2. And then people were like, don't Nomad 2s have more stamina than this usually? That was the reaction. That was funny. Anyways, I don't know why we're talking about streams. This is very much not a stream map. It is jumps, it is jumps, it is jumps, and they don't stop. Like, you got big jumps, long durations, 185 BPM. This is no joke.
Wait, so stream maps are called worm maps. What are jump maps now?
They're still jump maps.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Anyways. Yeet. Jump maps are mosquito maps. Whack-a-mole maps. Bunny maps. Anyways. Yeah, enough of that. Hard Rock 2 times. Let's go.
Do not bring back rabbit jumping.
Dude. Does anyone remember Snow Rabbit? Gosh. What a player.
Snow Nino? Yeah.
No, Snow Nino, no.
Make normal maps.
Snow Nino made the map specifically for the player who was called Snow Rabbit.
Oh,
who was a bit of an aim demon. That's why they're called rabbits jumping style. Anyways, Reiji Maigo stream map, which is actually kind of interesting. You know Reiji Maigo, the old style mapper who likes... What is this from? Anyways, this is just this kind of music with like JRPGs and fighting games and stuff. But a lot of jump streams, flow aim, that kind of stuff in a Hard Rock 2 map. But not as doesn't have a lot of the snappiness that that Hidden 3 has. This one's definitely more about the flow, and even the jump streams tend to follow sort of like linear patterns. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah.
Yeah, very much not a jump map though. This is definitely an aim control focused precision pick.
Yeah.
Completely different from last week.
What is this from? Okay, whatever, doesn't matter. And it's also quite a short map too. But again, a lot of potential for chain misses on this one, I think. Oh, that wiggle is quite evil, by the way. Make sure you know that it's coming.
Are you telling players to practice the pool? We don't do that. Come on, man.
Yeah, man, it's not like this tournament is like one of the biggest in the entire year.
No, we just gotta get the GIF out. Have you seen the Play the Mappool GIF?
Aren't there like a million of them?
No, yeah, no. This one was really special though.
Ooh, double at the
That's
end.
a long stream, man.
Sheesh. Big one. Pandora Hearts? Alright. Is that what it's from? Okay. Well, thank. So yeah, very cool Hard Rock 2. Big contrast to last week's, which was mostly a jump map, so yee. And then Hard Rock 3, oh yeah, this one's a fun map, and it's been moved around quite a bit, but we eventually decided to put it here. Yeah, Stella Fiume CK map by Mizelius. Yeah, welcome to the gang. Our first custom from Mizelius. Not the first map of his though. Yes, rhythm map. This was originally meant to be round of 16, Nomad 6, I believe. Rhythm pick. But this map is in a lot of ways also similar to the Hard Rock 3 from last week, but not large circles.
Yep, pretty much. So you were looking for the Nomad 6-ish type beat. You're gonna find it in Hard Rock again this time. But yeah.
Yep. Definitely works very cool here, especially since considering that Nomad 6 this time around doesn't have super high amounts of rhythm, at least not in the 1/6 department and stuff. So yeah. And actually not really anywhere else in the pool for that matter, so. Very cool rhythms. And actually the aim is definitely way more tricky than it may seem at first glance, though it doesn't look that easy anyways.
It's definitely more of a this was gonna be much harder on the act than actually even last rounds, just because of BPM being so much lower, 138 BPM.
Dude, on pre-rework SR, this is like 5.8 stars. Like how? Literally how?
Yeah, you know, rhythm complexity, TM, come on.
Even then, it shouldn't be that low. Like, come on. It was pre-rework SR just that bad? Like, come on. Ugh. But yeah, very cool rhythm time. Osuhao. DT time, double time. I see people talking in the chat about Touhou, and that previous song was not a Touhou song, but this one is. This is a map by Taikani, aka Fuibafuyu, but I think they renamed back to Taikani now. And also, yeah, this was made quite a while ago, so cool map, very fun.
Yeah, this Riverside songs are kind of rare because I know that Circle more or less stopped making music a while ago. But then they just got these bangers that just kind of come out. Corsace Open 2020 semifinals, Nomad 2 moments. That was also made by Riverside. Very different song than this. Very different.
You are an expert. You're honestly more of an expert about Touhou music than I am, by far.
Hey, look, I just know a few things from mapping Touhou for like how many years? I lost count at this point.
Seems legit. Anyways, featuring Best Girl Yomu, aka the person that destroys all of your runs when you're going for your first PCB Lunatic 1cc. I'm speaking from trauma.
So, who was the Touhou expert again? Like, you're just you're talking about the actual shoot-'em-up experience. I'm talking about, yeah, I saw this one map by these people a couple years ago, and you're just like, bullet hell, and I'm just like, bro, like, oh man.
Man, I just want to dodge a rain, dude. What can I say?
Guess so, man. Well, speaking of dodging rain, people are gonna have to dodge these jumps, I guess. Got all these, like, I mean, it's DT1, right? So, it's pretty much exactly what you would expect. I don't know.
Yo. Good map, though, and very good song is definitely helping it. Bit of a guitar solo here, couple of burst streams, and the sliders being thrown around. This would be a tech map back in 2013. But
I mean, that's what, like, I'm pretty sure there's a ranked map set of this song from around that time, so.
What if Osu is a bullet hell? I mean, there's like the catch the beat, dodge the beat maps that are honestly really cool. But you can only move horizontally, so it's kind of but yeah, whatever. Anti-Badu section. I feel like Badu could still play that, I think. Okay, this is like 250 BPM.
Yeah, I mean, it's DT1, it's got some fast bursts, you know.
Typical. Nothing too bad, though. However, the next map is definitely an anti-Badu map, as you would expect from DT2.
The DT2 coming in. I mean, we have to see the double tap ability of this thing.
This map is not double tappable. Not in the slightest. We got Firefire by Dinosaur. This map is so not double tappable. It is the finger control map of all time. Like honestly, this map is really hard. Actually hard. But yeah, no, doubles, quads, along with stamina patterns at 225 BPM, really difficult to hack, and you cannot double tap this.
All right, now we're getting to my kind of DT2 right here. Woo!
I like how I say you can't double tap this when the replay is like high combo 87%, but I feel like that's not even double tapping. Like that's just mashing and just losing control on these streams.
Yeah, see, the thing that will get you on the double tapping with this pick is you have a lot of those 1/8 repeats, so buzz sliders that you'll just break on if you double tap to them because you will just hit the late. Yeah, I know, it's just going to be, yeah, you're going to have to actually be able to play this 225 BPM, well within most speed players' comfort zone at this point, so if you have the finger control, if you can read the patterns, you should be able to tap it. I don't see people getting capped on this.
Yeah, that's true. Fire Song. Stripe is also one of the aliases of Course K, and it's over just like that. By the way, this map is very short. It's a rhythm game song on DT, so it's really only 1.5 minutes. But it's a very difficult 1.5 minutes. So good luck to the players that go through that. But definitely a not a shorter map is going to be the DT3 this time around. This is speed map. See it. Wow, custom by Usaha, aka Nana Abe. Wow,
Damn.
anime.
We somehow got even more weave than last week. Like last week, it's like you had like the high school DxD, like new season OST or whatever. Now we got like Idol, which is I don't think is more weave than anime at this point.
Yeah, I don't know. DT3 is an anime slot confirmed now. What do you even usually see in a DT3 slot, anyways?
Oh,
like, there's not really a stereotypical.
Yeah, it's just whatever's fast, right?
Yeah, exactly. There's definitely more leniency there because it's a DT slot, and there's definitely a lot of songs that are 180 BPM that exist and aren't bound to one genre. Like how 220 plus beat songs are usually either speedcore or metal, right? So
yeah. Yeah, so this map is very fast, right? So 270, we're finally getting the speed player BPMs here, and it has a very high burst frequency, as you can kind of tell, where it's not so much that you're gonna get longer bursts, it's just you're gonna have a lot of like longer chains of bursts, I'd say. So,
yeah.
Like quint into quint, quint into triple into quint, like that sort of thing. And then you just have maybe like 10 seconds to recover between that. That's what you got. Also, it's 10.3, so have fun.
Not as much finger control in this one as the previous one, but definitely more aim. It's definitely one thing that I will say. There's more aim in this one. This song sounds very interesting on DT. You know. Sounds like they had a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Definitely the burst like rhythms are not so obvious as well, so just gotta follow the circles rather than the song. Where the hell does Nanabe find all this music? Like, dude, I know where to get Dojin music, but how do you get this, like, weird idol anime music and stuff?
Look, all I know is, from talking with him, is that he's got, like, hard drives filled with a bunch of, like, idol and J-pop, like, J-rock stuff. The man is stacked with songs, so he's got something for the occasion, you know? Like, doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, but, like, I have my hard drive stacked with, like, Dojin rhythm game music and rock and stuff. And so does Chemo, but like this guy's just on a different scale, built different, you know?
Different level, man. But anyways, on to DT4.
There is no DT4!
Wait, what? No! What are you guys doing? No, yeah, that makes sense. Fremont?
That's next. No, yeah,
Yeah.
totally. Bring
Aw,
that.
come on,
No.
come on, come on. Don't do me like this. Taking away my picks, man. No. All right. No, no.
Okay, before
We
we get
are
into
on
the
to the
tiebreaker,
tiebreaker, though,
though.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, before we go to the tiebreaker, I will say though, we will have for each of Hidden Hard Rock and DT in finals and grand finals pools. So we're gonna have some pretty spicy stuff waiting for you in those slots since we have more freedom with our diversity of skill sets. So, anyways, yeah, that's that. TB time.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go. More coffee Hispanic. Yeah. There was a distinct lack of actually there was a kind of a distinct lack of any like coffee maps in this pool. So here it is. Now it's in tiebreaker slot. Yes, scene 7, Dance of Eternity, Dream Theater, map by Overload Code in the chat. Epic. Honestly, the first map of this song was by Snepif, but I honestly like this one more. It's actually very cool and tests general skill sets more.
The OLC special. That is that's pretty much what I am expecting here. And wait, the OLC special is to map some crazy like long so 6 minute ish you know, really cool rock type beat. I don't know. That's pretty much the best way. That's the OLC special for me.
Yep.
It's a banger and it's got a lot going on.
Got a lot of rhythm, tempo, and time signature changes as well, as to be expected from the progressive rock metal band Dream Theater. Gosh, I love them so much. Yeah, I have like 2 of their albums physical as well. Moments. But yeah, what I really like about this map is that it actually also tests streams with the like 1-3 streams and stuff like that. Because I remember like looking through and playing the Snepif map, and it just didn't have that much like streams in it. It was mostly like an aim map, really, with like weird time signatures. But this one actually has like flow aim and streams and actual stamina parts, to be honest. So it's actually very nice. Like that one is like, yeah, very cool. Kind of a rhythm pick in that sense. Well, obviously the song is like that technical, so it makes sense.
Yeah, it's very heavy on some of these just like this is like the 130-ish BPM sort of stuff. So it's got like some fast aim, some aim control, like that mix of stuff.
More of like an alt map really in some of these sections. Well, actually, it kind of is. With streams dispersed throughout.
Well, what I like here is that it's an alt map until it isn't, right?
Yeah.
You have a lot of that going on, right? It's hard to classify a map like this. It makes it a good tiebreaker, right? Because if no one can play it, then it's fair, right?
I like how the overlay just didn't bother like with the BPM. It's just like it's like most of the time it's around 262.5, but like yeah, like just don't even bother with it.
Very true.
Yeah, this is one of those songs you can listen to on repeat though. Holy crap. Especially the Unlucky Morpheus cover as well. That is like repeat listen material.
Yeah, true banger.
I don't know, the amount of effort to actually like, I don't even know. You know, when people make ultra technical stuff, at least with like metal and stuff, sometimes I wonder how they like write it onto their sheets, you know? When you're like doing composing, you have to like put it on a sheet somehow. But how? Like, this is ridiculous. Unless the band members just know it from heart. But, you know, I wouldn't put it past them.
I mean, there's software for composition like this.
Yeah, of course, but like the amount of finicky. Like, I know that working with like irregular time signatures on friggin' software for music sheets is anal as hell.
Well, I guess, I mean, I haven't messed with that stuff in years, so I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Anyways. That's just how it be. Good advice from Anna in the chat. Thank you. I am now a progressive rock artist, musician. Like jokes, I cannot do drums or guitar. Worth if you like, you could hold a gun to my head and I couldn't. All right. There was something else I was gonna say, but I like legitimately. Oh yeah, oopsies. Yeah, sorry. I was gonna say something, but I like totally forgot what the heck I was
Dude,
gonna
it's a
say.
map, bro. Just say it, man. It's a map. Just call it a map, man.
There was something I was gonna say about the map that I totally forgot, and then.
When in doubt, call it a map. I know. I just had to give you the most profound thing I could come up with in, you know, half a second. But.
Oh, Sliders tech map. This is a tech map, dude. Wait, there's maps in this showcase? Are you telling me I just talking to nothing this entire time? What, man?
What? I mean, what else is new, man? Come on, bro.
Yep. Finally, an actual jump section. I just love how the rhythms facilitate, like, sometimes the jumps being, like, alt map, but then it's also, like, there's, like, 1-3 rhythms in this kind of part here where they, are slowed down to, like, 190-ish BPM, such that they're actual jumps because you expect. Anyways, that's the map. The song ends so abruptly. It's kind of weird, but I really love it. Anyways. That's that. Next up, we'll be going into the semifinals matchups, I guess, and we will be handing it off to another commentator to go through them. You might know him. A little bit of an iconic commentator. His name is Dio.
Hey guys, thanks for the handoff. Yeah, I'm here to talk about the semifinals matchups. Thanks again to Half Slashed and Legless for the Mappool showcase here for semifinals. Got a lot of really good players left in semifinals right now. Top 12 still left in the tournament out of 16, and a lot of really ridiculous matchups, especially in the winners bracket, where I think we're going to start off with those couple of matches in the winners bracket. So let's get right into it as long as we are ready to go for it. I'm not sure if we're changing scenes or anything, or if I'm just talking over it, but yeah, let's go ahead and get started. First winners bracket matchup is going to be, oh, there we go. Ah, yes, production value. Zuninator versus Arnold in the winners bracket. This is a matchup between two players that I think a lot of people have had their eyes on in the last year and a half in particular. Arnold has just been absolute beasting it on a ton of different speed maps, a lot of reading maps as well. Zudi, of course, the #1 seed out of qualifiers in this tournament and has been delivering on that. A couple of closer maps here and there against her opponent so far. Reedcat, of course, taking a few maps off of her in, for example, Speed or Hard Rock, or both of those maps. But very, very interesting matchup, I think, because of the difference in how both of these players tend to approach their matches. Zudi tending to pick a lot more into aim maps, to pick into hard rock aim maps and hidden aim maps, respectively, and when it exists, the free mod aim maps. Arnold tending to pick more into the reading-based hiddens and into a lot of the speed maps and stream maps. One thing that I think is going to make or break this match is how well Zudi can do on maps like Nomad 2, and how well both of them do on maps like Hidden 1, which I think are contested picks between these two players. Outside of that, you have a lot of sort of different skill sets between the two of them. So I think the few contested picks are really going to make the difference in this matchup. So a lot of really solid scores from Arnold on the hidden pool, like the FC on Torikago no Ho against Malashevsky this weekend. And Arnold actually performing really well on some of the hard rocks, and of course double times as per usual for him. Zudi winning some of the same double times and having just absolutely ridiculous performances on some of the finger control picks, those Nomad 6 and hard rock 3s. So definitely some overlap, especially in the finger control and alt category, but an interesting matchup nonetheless. Let's go on to the second one that we have here, another winners bracket matchup between Utami and Matthew. This one I think has a little bit more of an overlap in skill sets between these two players. We saw Utami face off against Emrek and take him down in the winners bracket quarterfinals this weekend. Matthew coming up from the winners bracket as well, winning in tiebreaker over Intercambing. Utami largely winning off the back of really, really strong speed and stream picks, as well as his hidden prowess. Finally putting the nail in the coffin with the CS 6.5 Hard Rock pick, which is definitely, I think, kind of a pocket pick that a lot of people wouldn't be expecting from Utami in particular. You don't necessarily think of Utami when you think of Hard Rock, but somebody who is very, very solid across the board on a wide variety of picks and can still put up solid scores even when he does lose, for example, the 500k that he had on Nomad 4 against Emrek. Meanwhile, for Matthew, again, all of these players, their reputation kind of precedes them. Matthew, one of the best DT finger control players that there is right now, lost out to Intercambing on aim picks and tech picks in particular. For example, the hidden one, the Nomad 4, and picks later on into the match, like the Nomad 6, the Hard Rock 2, and actually the Nomad 2, which is a little bit surprising, did have higher accuracy on that pick regardless, though. So one thing to note with these players is I think a lot of it is going to come down to, again, some of those picks that are a little bit more contested. You look at the hidden one scores for both of these players, and you look at the it was Nomad 4 scores for both of these players. Both of those types of maps very, very close between these two. And I think other picks like the Hard Rock pool, where you don't necessarily think of these players as proficient on Hard Rock, but they can still put out really, really solid scores on them regardless, are going to be the places where we end up seeing the match be decided. Because aside from that, how they do on speed on the day and how they do on hidden on the day is going to be really, really important. Both of them very, very good speed players and are likely to want to pick it into each other. So I think this match is going to be contested across basically every pick. And this is the matchup that I would watch. If I were to pick a single matchup this weekend to watch, this would be the one. Both of these players have some similar skills and have been performing really similarly on the previous pools. So I'm very excited for this match. Talk about the losers bracket though, because for as good as the winners bracket matches are, there are still some absolutely ridiculous losers bracket matchups. The first one is Intercambing versus Taquito. Intercambing, a really, really solid aim player. We already talked about a lot of his scores and how he took Matthew to tiebreaker earlier this weekend. So I'm not going to go over too much of what happened there, but Taquito winning against Xylus in the losers bracket earlier, largely off the back of the reading picks and an early breakpoints on Nomad 5, which gave Taquito an edge over Xylus in the sort of later stages of the match. Taquito otherwise just kind of playing the matchup according to how it usually would go. But I think against Intercambing, there's going to need to be a couple changes. Intercambing, for example, a very, very solid hidden aim player with the full combo on the hidden one that Taquito dropped about 660k on, enough to beat Xylus, but not enough to beat, I think, the more proficient aim players in the tournament. So Taquito, I think, largely going to be leaning more into some of the speed, of which he is actually fairly good at now, and more into some of the reading picks, the tech picks, for example, where he got 100 and 150 on Nomad 4 last weekend. I cannot emphasize enough how absolutely absurd that score is. But go watch the VOD from late last night if you want to take a look at it. There are the VODs on YouTube that you can go ahead and tune into to see that match in all its glory, because that score is just something else entirely. And I think that's a pretty good indicator of where Taquito is going to lean. He's probably going to want to go into more of the reading picks, into more of the finger control picks, into a lot of the things that Intercambing doesn't necessarily do quite as well on as a lot of his aim skill set would usually have you think. And I think Intercambing is going to take advantage of that, lean into a lot of the aim maps if he can, practice some of those DT1 picks, for example, that are likely to be contested between the two. And I think this is going to be an interesting match to watch, mostly because of the slight overlap that you have in skill set between these two players on things like the alt maps, on things like the hidden one picks that are going to be very, very contested between the two. Let's go on to the next matchup. Another loser bracket match. The winner of that match between Intercambing and Takedo will be playing the winner of Emrek and Okoro in losers bracket. Okoro, of course, taking White Cat to tiebreaker and winning on tiebreaker against White Cat earlier today in the losers bracket. Emrek getting knocked down by Utami. We talked about how Utami's matchup against Emrek went, but we didn't talk a lot about Emrek's particular scores in that matchup. Losing, for example, Nomad 2 with a 99.5% FC from Emrek just because Utami had slightly higher AC, having 650k on the Hard Rock one from last weekend. And again, losing with a full combo on Revolutions and Double Time. I believe that's Double Time 2 from last weekend's pool, just because there was higher AC on Utami. A lot of maps that ended up like that being lost due to accuracy. Meanwhile, for Okoro up against White Cat, the only player to FC Nomad 5. So again, overlap in skill sets there. 99% full combo on Nomad 2. You're looking at two players who are very, very good at some similar things, and I think you're going to end up wanting to watch this one because of how ridiculous Okoro's rise in standard tournaments has been over the last year and a half, and just how crazy Emrek can get as the skill cap goes up and up for each consecutive pool. So this is going to be a fun one, I think, with things like your Nomad 6 and your Hard Rock 3. It's going to be interesting to see how a lot of the speed maps play out between these two players, and I honestly don't expect a lot of aim picks between these two. Maybe for Emrek to go into stuff like the Nomad 1, like the Hard Rock 1, or the CS 6.5 pick, maybe the DT 1 from Emrek as well. But I honestly expect a lot of the finger control maps, a lot of the speed maps to get picked up between these two, and for Okoro to try to work in a lot of low approach rate reading wherever he can, and a lot of just generally tricky, hard to read maps in order to take advantage of his own strengths in this matchup. Not really a place where either player is going to be abusing the other's weaknesses, more so a matchup where they're going to be picking into their own strengths, because I think it fits well with what they want to do in this matchup anyway, in a perfect world. Again, winner of this matchup facing off against the winner of Intercambing versus Takedo. And now we go into the next bracket of the losers bracket matchups, the next half of our losers bracket matchups this coming weekend in the quarterfinal or semifinals. It's going to be Malashevsky versus Badiou as the next matchup, to European Titans. Badiou, of course, famously is going to get speed abused. So we'll start there, right? Malashevsky is very, very good at speed. Even against other opponents this weekend, he would probably still pick into the speed maps. Badiou, however, has his own answers, and there is a reason why he is still alive in this tournament in the top 12, and that is because his prowess on aim, tech, and reading is just absolutely phenomenal. One thing to note, though, Malashevsky, a very good aim player, a very good tech player, and a very good reading player as well. I think Badiou has a solid advantage on reading, however. But a lot of these picks that Badiou would usually go for, your Nomad 1s, your alt maps, your tech maps, and Nomad, are going to be a bit contested between these two players. It's not to say that I think Malashevsky is a better aim player or a better tech player or alt player, but I think that they are comparable at this type of star rating, right? We are not into the realm of 8 to 9 star pools yet in grand finals, where the 10-star aim skill cap that Badiou has in his Twitter clips is going to start to make itself known to all of the aim maps in the pool. We are still in the realm of mortals, where there is still a very big chance for some inconsistency to crop up for either player, and for that slight inconsistency to decide the matchup. So I think that it's going to come down a lot to the practice. It's going to come down a lot to the mental for these two players, and it's going to come down a lot to just how they play on the day, rather than how good they are at any particular thing. Unfortunately for Badiou, he will have to work off of the handicap of the speed and stamina picks that Malashevsky will have access to. Of course, probably double banning your DT2, DT3, or Nomad 5 or Nomad 2, any combination of those maps, and working around the rest of them. But definitely a matchup to watch if you want to see some really ridiculous tech scores, some really good aim scores, and some solid play on your low approach rate stuff as well. The winner of that matchup is going to be going up against the winner of our final matchup of the losers bracket semifinals. That is going to be Reed Cat versus Dummy. Reed Cat losing to Zudinator earlier on in the weekend in the winners bracket. Of course, as we talked about earlier, having some solid scores on the speed maps, having some solid scores on the hard rock picks, as well as some of the tech maps in the quarterfinals pool. Dumi, however, beating out Bartek earlier in the week with similar types of scores, honestly, looking at your DT1s, looking at your Nomad 2s, looking at your Nomad 6s for Dumi to try to work through. With that said, the scores for these two players were relatively similar throughout their matches. You see, for example, 500k for Dumi on Nomad 6 and 490k for Reedcat on Nomad 6 earlier this weekend. No Nomad 5 scores between these two actually have Reedcat coming out on top with slightly higher 450k to Dumi's 375k. So there's a lot of contest to be had between these two players that I think will help to make this matchup a bit more interesting than just, oh, well, Dumi's going to play speed maps and Reedcat is going to play hard rock, because I think that just boiling it down to that type of one skill set versus another sort of matchup is doing a disservice to these players. Reedcat, a very, very solid all-rounder, and Dumi, somebody who's been around for a long enough time that he will be able to put up solid scores regardless of what type of map he is playing. We saw that on things like the Nomad 3 alt map for Dumi, where he has, again, a similar score to Reedcat on the quarterfinals pool. We saw it for him on Nomad 2, where he had a really good 620k on that Nomad 2. We saw him still put up a very solid score on the Hard Rock Precision pick this weekend, and still put up around 300,000 score on the Hard Rock 3 finger control map. So I think a lot of different skills are going to be contested between these two players. I think in a perfect world, Dumi probably is able to win the speed maps and Reedcat is able to win hard rock, but it's going to be very, very, it's going to be very, very close between these two. And I've said that about a lot of matchups this weekend, but it's going to be a very fun weekend to watch, especially as we get the second round of losers bracket matchups between all of these players that we've talked about already. Again, winner of Intercamping Taquito versus winner of Emrek Ikoro, and winner of Ruslan Badu versus the winner of Reedcat and Dumi. Alongside, of course, those ridiculous winners bracket matchups. That is going to do it for us, however, for now, for the Corsace Closed 2022. We are going to be ending it here, and if you missed any of the action this weekend, you can take a look at all of the VODs, which are currently up on the YouTube. If you want to support the stream at all, you can either donate directly to the Corsace Closed Tournament and Corsace Open, or use the Momokai sponsorship link that we have. That's all we got for you this weekend. See you next week, and look forward to these awesome matchups between these players.